Gen Z cannot make decisions outside of social structure. We've gotten to a point where the majority of Gen Z genuinely prioritizes the preferences and opinions of others in any sort of individual choice they may make. True self-expression is dead because none of us can make a decision when it comes to our self-expression without first considering or asking for the opinion of someone else.
And truth comes first. You can dress it up, still the mirror stays plain. Yeah. You can talk great, but the numbers stay the same. Yeah, tired of saying almost, tired of one day.
Oi, hello, hey human meat sack.
It's hard, man. Just getting my circulation flowing for work, you know?
Oh man, so that's still on then. That sucks donkey turds.
Of course. Work doesn't stop because you came home late. Bruh. So how did your date go last night after your gig, by the way?
This human, how did it go? Let's just say applying social boundaries is very awkward.
Okay, so did you apply the communication techniques that we talked about? You know, the ones that bridge all of your boundaries through core integrity and values?
Okay, dude, did you just shamelessly plug your last video?
Yep, I sure did. So applying social boundaries, that's today's topic. Let's get started, shall we? So creating social boundaries is very important. Yes, it is. However, they cannot be implemented without strong communication skills, which was our last video. So please, go and check that out before you come back to this one. It highlights areas most people miss, since social boundaries, they begin with knowing what you're responsible for. And this is communication because they are not walls. For boundaries and making them are your decisions and action. Defining where you operate, and you cannot begin by applying it without strong communication skills, internal and external. Meaning a boundary does not begin with the word no. Well, except for consensual purposes, of course. But boundaries do determine what has access to you and what doesn't. And you can only know those answers with strong self-communication skills. Because boundaries carry the cost while you grow and move throughout life.
Because none of us can make a decision when it comes to our self-expression without first considering or asking for the opinion of someone else, or even the opinion of Gen Z as a collective. So many of you act as if you can't get a haircut or wear a piece of clothing unless it's on a pre-approved list of TikTok-approved hairstyles and outfits. And this should be alarming to you. If you can't make a decision about your self-expression without first considering if you're going to experience social exile for making that decision about your self-expression, then you don't care about your self-expression, you simply care about what other people think about it. And because of this, you may be performing your self-expression to gain the approval of not only other people, but mostly strangers and bots on the internet. One example of this is a conversation I had with someone who was around my age recently. And this conversation was about hairstyles. I had been talking about the pixie cut that I got this summer, and not only did this person give the oh-so-classic backhanded compliment of, I wish I could pull that off, but then proceeded to tell me that they wanted a mod haircut, but they couldn't have a mod haircut because their hair was naturally straight. My first thought was, well, obviously you can change that. Have you ever thought of getting a perm? Even a wavy perm would work. And what they said to me blew my mind and affirmed to me what I already believe, which is that Gen Z are a bunch of bots who do not carry any of the opinions of themselves. And this sentence was, I thought about getting a perm, but it's too forced, if you know what I mean. How could engaging in your self-expression possibly be forced? And what exactly do you believe you're forcing? This type of thought process only affirms the fact that Gen Z is so afraid of the opinions and reactions of people they might not even know that they won't even dare to engage with themselves. And in constantly prioritizing what everyone else thinks about every little decision you make, especially when it comes to your self-expression or appearance, is, in my opinion, an utter waste of your life. And an example of the culture that we've cultivated that revolves so heavily around abandoning yourself, just so that you're not proven to be acting out of line, which basically means we've devolved right back to conformity for what is, in my opinion, not even a good enough reason to conform.
So communication reveals your placements in life, all while integrity guides all of your conversations. And boundaries also limit the accessible intel that you tell yourself eternally, so that way you can limit yourself externally. I mean, yeah, I get it. It is a lot to take in at the moment, right? And this is why spacing off is a typical neurodivergent symptom. Like #wall mode activated. Staring for hours just to apply the knowledge and wisdoms on every level in life, so that way we know how to go about during our next steps and phases. And this is understanding that good communication clarifies your directions in life, and your inner boundaries determine the costs that you're willing to accept while applying yourself throughout life. And yes, this also means losing people or growing distant, and this is a hurt that none of us can avoid. It is necessary because without truth, your boundaries become pure avoidance, and that hurts worse, my friend. Because that just simply turns into the weighted world on your shoulders, a big-time dread. And without those boundaries, your integrity collapses under its pressure.
Damn.
And without disciplines, they erode over time. What? So to be very clear, correct boundaries hold. They do not argue, for they are said once, and then enforced after that, through action that costs access and time and new skills. And this happens all by clarifying that responsibility of yours through that self-communication.
So the noise reduces when boundaries are correct. That's the most spectacular thing I've heard all day.
Yes, sir. Everything that is draining your energy and taking your attention away. So when that is confronted, your energy returns and the movement stabilizes. So if your boundary feels cruel, that misplacement is still active. And if a boundary feels exhausting, it is being enforced way too often. This is showing where misalignment is present and who is manipulating you.
Get out. Get the hell out of my house. In Jesus' name, I pray. I rebuke it.
As a boss, what do you wish Gen Z learned to do differently in the workplace?
I feel like Gen Z's default is to say no and set boundaries. Boundaries are good, but sometimes it makes you sound not so collaborative. Instead, try saying yes, but I need these following things, and it will help your team think that you can be more productive and involved in the mix.
So again, boundaries, they're enforced once, and after that, they're maintained by your actions. There, that was said 3 different times, so I hope that it actually sinks in for you. Because people learn boundaries, but not what from they say, but from the changes that you've made. And your willingness to remove yourself from a situation that is not yours. So again, when boundaries are placed correctly, your explanation weakens them. It weakens your decision. And at times, that silence fortifies it and strengthens it even more. To be clear, this is not deliberate isolation to harm somebody or to get back at them or to be devious or misleading yourself. No. That quiet is simply saying, I shall not be draining my energy anymore on your past. So this means that your boundaries are to preserve that alignment, to protect capacity within, keeping the system intact just long enough to grow forward. And this makes applying these boundaries the third tool that we're going to talk right now.
Reverie, where are you?
Almost back to the office?
You were supposed to take 30 minutes for lunch. It's been almost an hour.
Well, I stayed at the cafe for 30 minutes, but it's a 15-minute walk there and back.
What?
Jamie, you said take a 30-minute lunch, so I did. Not my fault the cafe is 15 minutes away.
Okay, Reverie, that's an hour with walking. Do you see how that's not a 30-minute lunch?
Okay, you want my lunch break to include travel time? Get real.
God. Okay, well, you're gonna be late, and then I am going to get yelled at.
Don't burden me with that.
Hi, Jackson.
Jamie, bro, what's up, Chief?
I had a call about your outfit last Friday.
Casual Friday, my favorite day of the week.
Casual Fridays does not mean wear pajamas.
What? My jammies are the definition of casual. I wear these every day.
Yeah, they mentioned they were dirty pajamas, too.
Cash means comfy, bro. You started Casual Fridays.
Oh my gosh, and now I am canceling them.
Because application is the moment that your silence ends. Not because you were ready, simply because reality, it requires your change. And this is not an explanation. It is not talking in circles for talking's sakes. It's not persuasion nor reaction to life. It is applying yourself. And this is your identity acting outward in a way that cannot be undone. Because most people delay applying themselves to life simply by talking about it. By over-preparing. They explain. They justify. Even preparing speeches, dude. I've been accused of this. We've all been young. I mean, and what has all that preparation truly gotten you? So this is not restraint. It simply is avoidance. Avoidance through the perfection stage. Another loop cycle that only you can break by simply acting. You have to apply yourself to life, and then silence holds while alignment begins to stabilize. And this is the moment that you realize that you stop talking and simply start doing, and you notice that you're on autopilot, so 80% of the things that you were constantly worried about is already done. But this application truly only occurs right after you accept the costs. Because if that cost is resisted, well, application collapses into a performance. For applying does not ask for agreement. Y'all, it alters your conditions. And that's why after application, your explanation simply weakens your authority and decisions. Because the system had already acted and moved. So this means applying actions simply transfers responsibility from words to consequences. And not all consequences are bad, people, so don't let that scare you. For this is where your decisions stop being eternal. They stop being mental and manifest into reality because you're applying action. So your values also become physical. And your intent, that becomes irreversible. So if application feels dramatic and you feel impulsive, well, misalignment is still active, my friend. Because this flex is not for others. This is for you. So correct application, it's brief. It simply changes what happens next. Cleanly and final. But not by force. By precision. This is the point to where your silence gives way to its action, but action replaces discussion, and then your reality updates. But also, those new costs update as well.
Most people don't fail from a lack of effort. It's reality as it is. Now where you wanna be. So truth comes first. This is where acknowledgement lives. Nothing else works without it. Truth comes first. Yeah, truth comes first. Become who you wanna be. Yeah, when truth comes first. Truth's not positivity. You can dress it up, still the mirror stays plain. Yeah, yeah. You can talk brave, but the numbers stay the same. Yeah, tired of saying almost, tired of one day. Yeah, truth is the bruise that teaches you to change. It's the job you hate, bill stacked on the desk. The call you avoid, that knot in your chest. It's the plan that flop, the friend you let drift. Cold, clear facts, still the greatest gift. Truth comes first. Most people don't fail from a lack of effort. It's reality as it is. Now where you wanna be. So truth comes first. This is where acknowledgement lives. Nothing else works without it. Truth comes first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Truth comes first. Become who you wanna be. Yeah, when truth comes first. Truth's not positivity. It's not a slogan, not a smile on the screen, nah. It's the late night list of the places you've been. What's real, what's fake, what you actually did, what you really want, what you keep half hidden. Say it out loud even if your voice shakes. Call your own bluff for your own quake. On the other side of that sting that hurt is the only road where your plans can work. Ooh, 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 ooh. Truth comes first. Most people don't fail from a lack of effort. It's reality as it is. Now where you wanna be, so truth comes first. This is where acknowledgement lives. Nothing else works without it. Truth comes first. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Truth comes first. Become who you wanna be. Yeah, when truth comes first. Truth's not positivity. It's who you fight to be. Your truth. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, true, yeah. You're true. Resilience was sold to you as endurance. Keep going, push through, don't stop, wise up. That's not resilience, but economic survival dressed up as virtue. Resilience is not a house you build on the bridge and live in. It's structural support, it holds while you move. When resilience becomes identity, you stop choosing you and just tolerate. Resilience belongs behind the scenes, supporting truth and integrity while your action in life happens. Integrity decides how a tool is used. It's not what you believe, but what you refuse to violate. Asking what is true and what does it cost me to live it. It's irreversibility. Strength was sold as carrying everything. Everyone's emotions, everyone's expectations. Every unfinished role, that's not strength, it's separation. Strength is your selective force. Knowing what to carry, knowing what to put down, knowing when continuing becomes self-harm and turn around. Strength isn't endurance, but what you refuse to keep carrying. Healing got turned into a lifestyle. Endless processing, endless naming, endless talking. Healing opens the door, application walks through. If nothing changes in your behavior, healing became decoration. Awareness without action is voyeurism. Awareness isn't watching yourself, narrating yourself, admiring yourself. The moment your excuses expire, you're responsible to act on it. Discipline doesn't converse, truth does. You cannot discipline lies, you can only suppress them. Discipline is your truth sustained over time, not control, not punishment. Alignment held consistently. Community is not proximity. Not everyone who loves you can build with you. Some people belong to earlier cycles. That's not cruelty, that's clarity. It's just aligned effort under pressure. Identity, what helped you survive is not who you are. Tools are temporary, identity is fluid. Intention is foundational because growth requires shedding of old self. So here's the fork, clean and simple. Calling awareness work, calling survival progress, calling inside change. Apply, apply, apply. Apply during acknowledgement or you're just observing yourself. Apply during acceptance or you're just numbing yourself. Apply during insight or you're just admiring yourself. Apply during healing or you're just decorating avoidance. The keys are yours to unlock the tools. Life happens for you, don't be fooled. Yeah. You are the author of what comes next. Stay a consumer of bad habits or become a builder of your reality. Your reality.